Good morning ulit. Lesson number 3 natin, yung topic natin for today is folding or we have the first order differential equation. Again, yung software guru sa here. Ano nga ba ang folding or first order differential equation? Medyo napaka-pure na natin. Define na natin ito yung last lesson. Kaya ulitin pa rin natin. Pag sinabi natin folder or first order linear differential equation, first order siya, ibig sabihin, yung highest derivative niya ay first derivative lang. And then linear siya because yung degree or exponent, yung highest derivative niya is 1. Lahat ng lahat ng derivative niya is 1. Dahil first order niya na siya, so isa lang ang kanyang derivative. Ganito yung itsura niya. So, a1 of x, y over dx plus a0 of x, y, and g of x. So, a1 of x, a0 of x, and g of x are all functions of x. Naka-invitation natin, meron siyang open for parentheses, or g of x, a1 of x, a0 of x. So, how do we solve? The first question is, how do we solve the linear or first order linear differential equation? The first thing we do, if we have a linear or first order linear differential equation, is to rewrite it in standard form. Pag sinabi natin standard form, ganyan po yung itsura. So, as you can see, nawala po yung exponent or coefficient, sorry, yung coefficient dy over dx. Ang ginawa natin doon, nag-divide tayo ng um, kung ano man yung katabi ni dy dx, di ba, from our equation na ito, yung definition kanina, para ma-rewrite siya into standard form, nag-divide tayo ng kung ano man yung katabing x r ng dy dx. Ito siya. Siyempre, pag nag-divide ka, lahat na. And kapag nag-divide ka, makakancel po ito. And all what is left is dy dx plus a sub 0 over x divided by a1 of x or a sub 1 of x. But ang importante dito is a sub 0 of x at saka a sub 1 of x is still a function of x. Okay? Para take note, a sub 1 of x should not be equal to 0 pag nagre-rewrite tayo ng standard form. Kasi, of course, kapag naging 0 yung denominator natin, 0, nagkakaroon tayo ng continuity doon. Okay? Noting that yung a sub 0 of x over a sub 1 of x is still a function of x, kaya pwede na natin siyang i-let as p of x, which is another function of x. Then also, yung g of x divided by a sub 1 of x ay naging f of x, but still a function of x. So, not always, but sometimes, yes. Depende pa rin sa given. No, kasi may mga times na naka-standard form na siya. Hindi ko kailangan mag-divide. May mga times na kailangan pa talaga mag-divide. Pero ang first step, mamaya malalaman natin, the first step is to make First order linear differential equation, transform it into standard form. Standard po yun, sorry. Standard. Standard form. Mapapansin natin that when we rewrite convey into standard form, minsan nagiging separable sila. For example, dy, dy all over dx plus 2xy equals 0. It's actually a separable equation. And of course, pwede mong gamitin dyan yung na-discuss natin last time. Separable equation siya. Kasi naka-standard form din naman siya, linear din naman siya, first order din naman siya. Tapos ito, yung katabi ni y dito is a function of x din. But separable din siya. So pwedeng gawin mo dyan, pwede mong i-apply yung separable na natutunan natin last lesson 2 at yung matutunan natin. Pero hindi lahat. No? Sabi nga dyan, some yung equations pero hindi lahat. Kaya ng y over dx plus y equals x. Yan. Hindi natin ito mapag-iwalay. Hindi natin mapag-iwalay yung x and y dyan. Kasi kahit anong gawin natin, for example, dy all over dx equals x minus y. Then pag multiply mo ng dx, kahit kailan, hindi mo na sila mapag-iwalay kasi meron silang separation ng subtraction or addition. Tapos magkasama na si x at y dito. So they are not separable. Yung mga ganitong klase ng first order linear differential equation, wala tayong choice kundi ang gamitin natin solution is yung linear or the solution natin for linear equations. So the question is, how do we solve a problem? Meron ako dito, mamaya pa pala. Mapapansin natin, ito sa following formula, y over dx plus p of x, y equals g of x. Ang kagandahan dito sa first order linear differential equation is pwede tayong mag-multiply ng something, some function of x, multiply by sabihin na natin u of x or some function of x. Both sides ng equation, multiply natin ng u of x para maging exact derivative siya ng product. Ano po ba yung derivative ng product? So, just a quick recap. dx ng mu of x, y. So, this is a product. At kapag in-apply natin yung derivative of product rule natin, yung UV, yung formula natin is U minus U plus V du, di ba? So we have mu of x dy over dx plus y derivative ng mu with respect to x. Ito yung product rule nito. Pag in-apply natin yung product rule. And then, i-equate natin yun sa mu of x dy over dx plus d of x y. Saan ko kinuha yan? Dito po sa ating standard form. Kapag nag-multiply tayo ng mu of x, both sides of the equation, mapapansin natin na ito ang kalalabasan. Tapos ito naman yung exact derivative ng isang product. Mapapansin natin kamukha sila, di ba? In fact, yung mu of x dy over dx tsaka mu ay nandun sa left side and left hand side. I-equate natin yan. Siyempre, kakancel natin to dahil parehas yan sa both sides of equation. Yung y ay parehas din dito. So, para maging equal at maging exact derivative ng isang product, yung ating first order linear differential equation, dapat yung derivative ng mu of x natin with respect to x is equal to p of x. Or i-drop ko na lang yung mga of x. Okay, keeping in mind na si p and u are functions of x. Simple manipulation lang gagawin natin dito. Sulat ko dito sa gilid. Magde-divide tayo ng mu. And then cross-multiply si dx. Yan yung nangyayari. Mag-integrate tayo kasi gusto nating malaman ano yung mu of x. Na i-multiply natin both sides para maging exact derivative siya ng product. So, derivative ng integral ng du over mu is ln of u. And the derivative of, or integral of p dx is just p x. Or I will retain that. Ganyan na lang. And then, huwag nag-integrate tayo, di ba? Magdadagdag tayo ng c. Pero this time, tatanggalin ko yung c. Kasi it doesn't matter. Mamaya sabi ko bakit ko tinanggal sa c. Mula dito, di ba ang base ng ln of u ay e? So, I can solve actually for mu. Dito na lang po sa pinakagilid. Ang kalalabasan po ng mu is e integral of p dx. Dapat may plus c pa yan kasi nag-integrate tayo. Pero bakit ko tinanggal? Di ba kasi pag isi-simplify natin, kung may plus c yan, dapat pwede ko siyang i-rewrite as e raised to integral of p dx times e raised to c. At ang e raised to c is still constant. So, pwede mo sabihin na nakamultiply lang siya ng c. Pero remember na si mu or mu of x ay i-multiply mo on both sides of the equation, sa left at saka right. Eh kung nag-multiply ka ng c sa left, nag-multiply ka ng c sa right, anong mangyayari dahil constant mo? Makakancel lang din. So it doesn't matter kahit maglagay ka ng c o hindi. Makakancel lang din. Kahit tanggalin na rin. Kaya hindi tayo naglagay ng c dito for integration constant or constant of integration. At ito na ngayon, yung formula natin para makuha yung i-multiply dun sa both sides ng equation para maging exact derivative siya ng product. Ang tawag natin kay mu of x is integrating factor. Bakit? Kasi may multiply siya para mas madaling i-integrate. Direct integration na lang yung kalalabasan kasi magiging exact derivative siya ng product. Meron tayong actually steps. Wala pa tayong nasa-solve. Ang na-solve lang natin, introduce ko lang dito, ano yung gagamitin para ma-solve. Paano na ngayon mag-solve talaga? Meron tayong 5 or 6 steps ata to. So una, kagaya ng sinabi ko kanina, is we rewrite the equation in standard form. dy, ano ulit yung standard form? dy over dx plus p of x, y equals p of x. Yan. Dapat ganyan yung itsura, kaya nga standard. Dapat ganyan yung itsura ng ating folder. Kung hindi ganyan yung itsura, hindi natin masusunod yung ibang, o hindi natin mapaperform yung ibang steps. Kaya hanggat maaari, gawin mo muna lahat ng magkakaya din para maging standard form siya. Pangalawa is we identify yung p of x. Bakit? Kasi kakailanganin mo yung integrating factor, di ba? Kung babalikan mo yung integrating factor kanina, v of x is equal to e to the integral of e or x x. So, identify mo yung p of x dito mula sa standard form. After mo ma-identify, i-determine mo yung integrating factor which is integral of p of x dx. Again, hindi na natin kailangan maglagay pa ng integration constant na c. Kapag ngayon nahanap mo na yung integrating factor, i-multiply mo na both sides ng standard equation or standard form ng equation sa integrating factor. Kapag i-multiply mo yung integrating factor, yung left-hand side ng equation automatic magiging exact derivative ng product. And then, finally, kailangan mong mag-integrate kasi derivative pa lang yan. Lalo na yung left-hand side, derivative siya ng product, i-integrate mo. And then, lastly, solve mo si y. So, in-highlights ko, nilagyan ko ng kulay kasi gusto kong gawa ng mnemonics. Sana may word S-P-I-M-I-S. Spinus. Para na kayo gumawa ng mnemonics nyo. Pero, highlights ko dito kasi yung mga importanteng gagawin. So, S for standard form, step 1. P for P of X, step 2. I, integrating factor, step 3. Step 4 is multiply both sides by the integrating factor. I is integrate ulit both sides. And S, last step is solve for y. Step by step lang tayo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps to solve a first order linear differential equation. Okay, i-apply natin yung steps na yan para mas maintindihan natin. Example 1, solve for y over dx minus 3y plus 0. So, step 1 is already done for you. Kasi naka-standard form na siya. No? Napansin mo na yung dy over dx, wala na kaagad yung katabi. Paano na wala siyang katabing function or coefficient? Kung may nakamultiply na 3 dyan, kailangan mo mag-divide ng 3. Pero dahil dito, sa given na dy over dx ng equal 0, automatic, naka-standard form na siya. So step 1 is already done. Standard form na yun. Pangalawang step, okay, sulat ko dito is MIS, maglagay tayo ng checklist. Standard form for S, check na kaagad. Identify natin yung P or P of X. Ano yung P of X? Yung katabi ni Y. Nasaan si Y? Ito. Ano yung katabi niya? Negative 3. Okay. Take note, yung standard form natin is dy over dx plus P of X y equals G of X. So, kung ano man yung katabi ni y, siya yung P of X, including negative sign. Huwag nyo kakalimutan yung negative sign, positive na yun. Okay. In this example, negative 3 yung katabi ni y. So, ang P of X natin ay negative 3. Huwag niyo pong kakalimutan yung negative sign. So, sabi yung function of x. Wala namang x dyan. Okay lang, pag rinaf mo lang yan, yan lang naman yung graph niyan. Function pa rin ni x yan. Okay, kahit constant. Function siya ni x, pero raised to 0 yung exponent niya. No, hindi porket sinabing function ni x, kailangan may x. Ayan. Na-identify na yung p of x, which is negative 3. Step 2, check. Anong gagawin? Step 3 is integrating factor. So, paano natin kukunin yung integrating factor? Lagyan ko ng number yung step. Integrating factor IF is equal to 3 raised to the integral of p of x dx, or that is equal to e raised to the integral of what is of x? We have negative 50. x. That will give us raised to negative x. Again, hindi mo na ilalagay yung short constant. Yan ang integrating factor. So, i-adjust ko lang dito para mayroon akong space sa step 2 ay step 4. So, the integral of negative x will give us raised to negative x. Integrating factor, step number 3, check. Step number 4 is what? Multiply the standard form by the integrating factor. So, kopyahin mo muna yung standard form. And then, multiply mo siya ng integrating factor both sides. We have e raised to negative 3x, right? E raised to negative 3x, test. Distribute e raised to negative 3x dy over dx minus 3 e raised to negative 3x y equals 0. Mapapansin nyo, actually, wala pa pala tayo. Itong nasa left-hand side is an exact derivative of a product. And what is that? Derivative yan ng y e raised to negative 3x. Or kung nalilito ka, pwedeng unahin mo naman yung e raised to negative 3x times y. To check, i-apply mo lang derivative ng product, which is u. Diba? Ano ba ang derivative ng u times d? ut plus pdu. So u raised to negative 3x, dd, y, derivative ng y is dy over dx, plus v, which is y, nandito siya, times the derivative of u, which is, anong derivative ng e raised to negative 3x? Same na e raised to negative 3x, pero kailangan mo pang i-differentiate yung nasa exponent niya, ang derivative ng negative 3x is negative 3. So, nandito din siya. So, actually, automatic na yon. Pag nahanap mo at tama yung nakuha mong integrating factor, automatic magiging, kasi hindi nga yung m eh, kung bakit natin dinerive yung integrating factor or formula for integrating factor para yung left-hand side ay maging exact derivative ng product. Kung i-multiply mo na siya ng integrating factor, automatic yung derivative na siya ng product. Product ng alin? Ng y at saka ng integrating factor. So, multiply. Okay. Step 5, integrate. So, integrate natin yung left side or left-hand side equation. And then, integrate din natin yung right side. Wala namang problema dito sa integration nito. Diba? Walang kang pinagkaiba sa integral ng x. So, yung x lang dito, ginawa niya lang something pa. Equivalent ng e raised to negative 3x1. Pero, di ba, anong ginagawa natin kapag nag-integrate tayo, tapos katabi niya si iba nakakancel lang yun. So, ang mangyayari lang dyan, popopyahin mo lang kaagad yung nasa loob. Ayan. E raised to negative 3x, y. And then, ano ang integral ng 0? That is 0 plus c. Ito, maglalagay na tayo ng plus c yun, pero syempre, wag mo na ilagay yung 0, kaya c na lang. Yan na yung step 5. And then last step else is solve for y. Paano natin solve si y dito? Magde-divide lang tayo ng e raised to negative 3x. So, ang kalalabasan lang nito, dito na lang po sa gilid yung mga may drawing. E raised to negative 3xy equals c. Mag-divide tayo ng negative 3x kasi ang ibig sabihin ng solve for y is dapat matira lang si y dun sa left hand side. So, y na lang matira po sa left. And then, yung e raised to negative 3x na nasa baba is actually pwede mong itaas, pero i-multiply mo ng negative exponent. Pero dahil negative na siya, magiging positive na siya. Negative times negative is positive. So, ito na yung answer. Y equals c raised to x. I-check. Of course, i-apply mo yung natutunan natin sa lesson 1. Derive mo lang yan, then substitute mo sa missing differential equation. At kapag nakakuha ka ng identity or pag-equate mo yung left side and right side ng equation, ibig sabihin, yung y equals c p raised to 3x is a solution ng ating differential equation. Example number 2 is solve. Halos kamukha niya lang, no? Pero napalitan lang yung g of x natin sa likod. Meron ay sa likod, sa right hand side. Anyway, so again, sulat natin dito para may checklist ulit tayo. SPIMIS. Standard form, P of x, integrating factor, multiply, integrate, and solve for y. Standard form, wala tayong problema ulit. Naka-standard form siya. Pakaswerte naman natin. Identify natin yung P of x. P of x is parehas lang. Ano yung katabi ni y? That is negative 3. Check. I, integrating factor. Number 3, what is our integrating factor? Formula natin ay p raised to the integral of p of x dx, and that is equal to p, the integral of negative 3. Parehas lang pala sa example 1. So that is e raised to negative 3x. Integrating factor, check. Multiply. Number 3, 4 na pala, fourth step. Itaas ko lang na para may space. Kopyahin mo yung standard form. Meron tayong 6 this time. Then multiply mo ng e raised to negative 3x. E raised to negative 3x. At pag minultiply mo, kaagad-agad yan. Ang magiging tsura ng left hand side, e raised to negative 3x times y. Laging ganyan yan. Yung integrating factor times your y. And that is equal to, gusto mo din, pagurin mo yung sarili mo, i-distribute mo muna, and then hanapin mo yung product or yung exact derivative ng product. Pero yan lang din, parang yung kanina. And then, pero sa kabila, meron na tayong 6e raised to negative 3x. So, meron na tayong i-integrate sa kabila. Kasi meron tayong g of x. And then, step 5 is to integrate, multiply, check. Integrate both sides ng ating equation. So, we have the integral of x times e raised to negative 3xy equals the integral of 6e raised to negative 3x. By integrating, we mean makakancel lang ito dito, di ba? Ang maiwan at maiwan talaga dun sa kabila. Kaya nga kasi tinawag siya na integrating factor para mabilis mo na lang siya ma-integrate. Mag-multiply ka factor ng something, function ni x, mu of x, para madali mo na lang siya integrate kasi ang kalala ko sa derivative ng product. Pero kailangan mong i-integrate yung kabila. Si 6 ay pwede natin ilabas kasi constant po yan. Siyempre maglalagay tayo ng dx. So siya nang galing dx. Yung dx din dito sa baba. I-cross multiply mo siya. Pasensya na hindi ko nasabi kanina. Pero yun yun. Kasi pag mag-integrate ka, kailangan may dx. At ano ang integral ng e raised to negative 3x? Di ba ang integral ng e raised to u is the same as e raised to u? Si e raised to u lang ang malakas, hindi na-apektuhan ng differentiation at integration plus c yan. Pero mapapansin natin, si u ay negative 3x. So, ang gagawin natin, kailangan natin mag-balance. Dahil negative 3x yun, pag nag-let ka ng u equals negative 3x, ang du natin is negative 3. So kung mag-multiply ka ng negative 3 again, automatic na yan. Alam na alam nyo na yan. Mag-divide ka ng negative 3 dito. And then, yung integral ng integral ng e raised to negative 3x is the same as e raised to negative 3x plus c. Pwede natin i-simplify itong 6 divided by negative 3. Burahin ko na lang dito dahil wala na akong space. That is negative 2 plus negative 2 e raised to negative 3x plus c. So integrate is check. Dun ko na sa kabilang slide. Susulat si step 6. Step 6. Step 6. Solve for y. Ito yung na-integrate na natin. Just solve for y. Ibig sabihin, tama ba? Negative 2 e raised to negative 3x plus c. Sabihin, magde-divide lang tayo ng mga katabi ni y, which is e raised to negative 3x. And then, e raised to negative 3x. Cancel po sa left-hand side, matitira na lang si y. So, y equals, so pwede natin itong i-divide si negative 2 e raised to negative 3x plus c lang. Tig-isa na lang sila para malinaw. Tig-isa na lang sila na e raised to negative 3x. Okay. And by doing that, mapapansin natin, makakancel po itong taas at baba. Yan, ito. So, matitira negative 2. And then, plus, itong c all over e raised to negative 3x. Si e raised to negative 3x, again, pwede natin i-akyat. At magiging positive na siya. Kasi negative siya, pero nasa baba. So, magiging positive. And, wala. Yan na po yung answer. Kailangan natin siyang i-box. Okay. Hindi ko pala nasabi kanina yung interval. Yung interval ng solution, di ba? Sabi ko, importante sinasabi mo yung interval. Dito sa una, ang interval natin is yung interval kung saan differentiable yung p of x at saka g of x natin. Eh yung p of x naman natin, negative 3. Or p of x equals negative 3 and g of x equals 0. So, differentiable naman siya or continuous siya from negative infinity. So, yun yung interval. Ganon din dito kay example number 2 kasi yung p of x natin is negative 3, which function, and si x or yung g of x is 6. Split down from negative 3 to infinity. So, yung solution natin na y plus negative 2 plus c e raised to negative 3x is also continuous for the interval. For the solution over the interval negative to infinity to so let's try again. Example number 3. Ayun. So, ito naka-standard form. Kasi may katabi po si y over dx natin. S-P-I-M-I-S. So first, standard form S. Sabihin lang yan, magde-divide tayo ng, dito ko na, i-append ko na dito sa mismong Lagyan ng equation. Divide tayo ng x. Siyempre, kung magde-divide ka ng x, left at saka right side yung equation. So, kung nag-divide tayo ng x, obviously, makakancel yung dito. So, dy over dx na lang tayo yung sa unang term. At meron tayong 4 all over x, y. Okay, isi-plug ko lang siyang ganyan. No, in-isolate ko si y. Although naka-multiply lang na ganyan. Parehas lang. Para ma-identify mo na kaagad-agad, pagsulat mo pa lang ng standard form, alam mo na ano si p of x. Kasi yun yung next step. Dun sa right-hand side, we have x raised to 6 divided by x raised to 5 yan. Mabawasan na isang x. Raised to x. So, standard form na po tayo. Check. Step 1. Step 2 is identify what is p of x. P of x is yung katabi ni y. So, p of x natin ay negative 4 all over x. Step 3, determine the integrating factor. Step 3, integrating factor equals p, the integral of p of x. p x. That is equal to e, the integral of what is p of x? Negative 4 all over x. p x equals p. Negative 4 pwede natin ilabas. Then meron tayong dx all over x. That's equal to p raised to negative 4. Ano ang integral ng dx all over x? That is ln of x. And that is actually, kung may nakamultiply or kung merong constant na nakamultiply, kaya ln of x, di ba pwede natin siyang i-rewrite as an exponent nung nandun sa loob na ln of x. So, itong e raised to negative 4 ln of x can be written as ln of x raised to negative 4. Bakit natin sinulat na ganyan? Because ang e raised to ln of a, for example, property yan, kahit i-check nyo pa sa calculator, ang e raised to ln of a is just the same as kaya ang kakalabasan nitong a raised to ln of x raised to negative 4 is actually x raised to negative 4. Matatanggal ito. Ito na po yung integrating factor natin. X raised to negative 4. And so, check nyo yun. Next step, fourth step is multiply the integrating factor or multiply the standard form of equation by the integrating factor. So, next slide na lang. Step 4, yung standard form is dy all over dx minus 4 all over x y equals x raised to 5 e raised to x. Let's double check that. Yes. And then we will multiply both sides by x raised to negative 4 or by the integrating factor. At anong kalalabasan po ulit? Magiging derivative lamang ito ng integrating factor times y. Equals yung right side ng equation, x raised to 5 yun, multiplied by x raised to negative 4, rules of exponent, i-add natin yung exponent nila, 5 plus negative 4 or 5 minus 4 is x or 1. Kaya x na lang times e raised to x. And then, ito na yun. Step number 5 is integrate both sides. So, integral of d all over dx, x raised to negative 4y equals the integral of x e raised to x. Tanggalin na lang natin yung dx dito. Lipat na natin sa kabila. Ayan. Integral ng derivative of x raised to negative 4, mawawala yung d. Kaya x raised to negative 4y. And itong integral ng x, para maluwin natin dyan, pwede tayong mag-integration by parts. So, side solution lang natin. Ito. Iba kasi product yan. So, anong maganda? So, sinong magandang piliin UDU or DV natin? Pag nilet natin si U na x, ang DU natin is dx. Pag nilet natin si V na e raised to x dx, ang V natin is of course integral ng e raised to x lang din. So, ang UV minus V natin or the integral of V du x raised to times e raised to x minus the integral of e raised to x, and that is x e raised to x minus x. Now, ito na integral dito sa right side ng equation natin. The integral of x e raised to x dx is x e raised to x minus e raised to x. Of course, lalagyan na natin c plus c. And then, okay, yung integrate na, that is step 5. Step 6, equal for y. So, burahin ko na itong side solution ko for integral of x is to x. Step 6, openin ko muna siya. And then, solving for y, we divide by x raised to negative 4. Isa na lang sila para malinaw. Mas malinaw. So, y equals, cancel dito sa x raised to negative 4. Sa right-hand side, meron kang x sa taas, tapos x raised to negative 4 sa baba. So, sa x raised to negative 4, pwede mong iangat, magiging x positive 4 na yun. Then, meron ka pang x talaga originally na nasa taas, so magiging 5 na siya. So, x raised to 5 raised to x. Minus, dito, itataas lang natin si to 4, raised to x. And then, ganun din tayo si x raised to 4. And, yan nga. Yan po yung solution natin. Pero, meron tayong kailangang klaro din dito, over what interval siya. Remember, balikan natin, para maging ang pag-specify ng interval is dapat kung saan continuous yung p of x tsaka x natin. So, balikan natin yung given. Nung nag-solve tayo ng p of x, we have negative 4 all over x yung p of x natin. And continuous lang siya. Meron siyang discontinuity kasi nasa x, si x ay nasa baba. So, dapat si x should not be equal to 0. Diba? Kasi kapag x equals 0, kung discontinuity yun, indeterminate or undefined yung value ng p of x natin. Okay, sa pag-choose ng interval, dapat ipipin mo kung saan lang si p of x at saka si g of x ay continuous. Yung p of x natin, wala naman tayong problema kasi x raised to 5, e raised to 6 siya. Ito lang sa p of x. So, hindi natin pwedeng sabihin na ang interval natin is from negative infinity to infinity. Kasi nga, meron tayong discontinuity at x equals 0. So, ang interval natin is pwedeng mag-start ka from 0 to infinity or pwedeng from negative infinity to 0. Yan. Pwedeng ganyan po itong pagiging fashion. Example number 4, we have x squared minus 9 d1 over dx plus xy equals 0. First step, rewrite the equation into standard form. So, mag-divide lang tayo ng x squared minus 9 kasi yun yung katabi ng ating dy over dx. So, we have xy all over x squared minus 9. So, para lang malinaw, i-isolate ko lang si y dito, lagay ko dito, para ma-identify mo kaagad si p of x. Kasi si step 2, to identify p of x, which is equal to x all over x squared minus 9. Number 3 is identify or determine the integrating factor, which is equal to the integral of p of x dx. That is equal to e integral of x all over x squared minus 9 dx. Okay, ano ang magiging solution natin para dito? Uh, pwede tayong mag-let. Let u dito sa gilid. Let u equals x squared minus 9. At ang kanyang d2 ay 2x dx. So meron ka namang x doon sa taas. So i-isolate ko na lang para makita nyo na maayos. X all over x squared minus 9. Kapag nilet natin na u equals x squared minus 9, ang du is 2x dx. So, maglagay ka ng 2, pero magbabalance ka ng 1/2 sa labas para kapag sinubstitute mo na yung mga u, ano makukuha natin? We have du all over u. And the integral of du all over u is ln of that is equal to 1/2 ln is or balik mo kung ano yung value ng u, ln of x squared minus 9. So, yung t raised to the integral of x all over x squared minus 9 dx equal to raised to 1/2 ln of x squared minus 9. Again, may nakamultiply na 1/2 and that means pwede mo siyang gawing exponent ng x squared minus 9. Of course, may absolute value yan. It's to 1/2. And then, okay, cancel na ulit yung property ng E at saka Ln. Cancel yan. Kaya we have x squared minus 9 raised to 1/2 or actually that is equal to the square root of x squared minus 9. Kasi, ang x squared minus 9 raised to 1/2 is to 1/2 or pwedeng gawing square root yan. Or pwede din naman hindi. Ikaw, kung ayaw mo nakapakita ng square root. After that, yan ang integrating factor. Tanggalin na lang natin yung square root. Ayan. Ito na yung integrating factor natin. Step number 4 is i-multiply natin yung integrating factor with the standard form ng equation natin. So, next slide. Yung standard form is dy all over dx plus x all over x squared minus 9y equals 0. Tama ba? Yes. And then we multiply both sides by the integrating factor. The integrating factor is x squared minus 9 raised to 1 half, x squared minus 9 raised to 1 half. That would give us an exact derivative of a product which is all over dx ng x squared minus 9 raised to 1 half times y equals, of course, 0 anything, multiplied to anything is 0. Step 5, great. Integral ng d x squared minus 9 raised to 1 half y. Si dx, lipat ko na dito. Integral ng 0 dx, pero 0 pa rin yan. Cancel itong integral at saka yung d. X squared minus 9 raised to 1 half y equals, integral ng 0 is 0 plus c. So, lagay na lang natin c. Step 6 to solve for y. And by that, we mean, i-divide natin kung ano man lahat ng katabi ng ating y, both sides ng equation, para makancel, cancel, cancel. So, matitira na lang po is y equals, iangat lang natin yung x squared minus 9 raised to 1 half. Pero nasa baba siya originally dahil inangat natin, ine-negative natin yung kanya component. Okay, pwedeng ganyan or kung gusto mo, pwede rin naman yung may square root. Baba mo ulit tapos lagyan mo ng square root. Okay, kahit ano dito. Then yan na po yung sagot natin. Yan na po yung general solution. Pero of course, meron tayong interval. Anong interval natin? Mapapansin natin, nag-divide tayo ng p of x. Yung p of x natin is x all over x squared minus 9, which can be, yung denominator can be factored out to be x minus 3 tsaka x plus 3. And that is actually yung point of discontinuity. No, may discontinuity sa x equals 3 at saka x equals negative 3. So itong general solution natin na y equals c all over square root of x squared minus 9 is applicable lang sa interval na negative infinity up to negative 2. At saka, or yung from 3 up to positive infinity. Hindi siya pwede in between kasi meron tayong square root. Remember, for example, pag naglaway ka ng negative 2, negative 2 squared is 4. 4 minus 9 is 5. And square root of negative 5 dito is an imaginary number. So, hindi pasok yung mga numbers between negative 3. Kasama na yung negative 3 hanggang 9. Ay, sorry. Hanggang 3. Negative 3 to 3. Kaya ganito yung interval natin. Questions? Do you have any questions? O kahit ganyan na. Pag i-rationalize natin, pwede lang naman. Pero kahit i-rationalize natin, gano'n lang din yung point of discontinuity na ilalabas. So yung interval is the same. Okay, last example natin, example number 5. Ito naman meron siyang initial value problem siya, IVP. So, i-expect natin, general solution yung makukuha natin. Sabihin, ma-eliminate natin yung arbitrary constants. Any questions? Okay, so, walang question. Thank you. Kailangan doon lang